Yeah, those are very good shouts. I think it's important to have anti-CC, but instead they're going to go double down on the sustain actually, right? So TLPH are going to be looking to poke out their opponents with this Novaria as the center strategy, and if the early game goes well for Karl'Tezi, as it usually does, right? In these past 2 games. As we come into this third one, let's see, because JP might just be giving first blood over, and Ogwin finds it with a single auto attack. That's first blood for Falcons AP Bren.
That displacement is so annoying, right? From Theo and
Counter?
Yeah, with the flicker, it's okay. That's a spell wasted, but they want to go at it again, seems like. Karl'Tezi in position to give out damage.
Yep, and they're going to try once more, and they do find the kill onto Ogwin finally. Karl'Tezi, again, really nice, very patient with his spells as well. This Matilda, for now, it's going to be Karl'Tezi as well as JP holding priority. As Sanji could open up the map with the Astral Echoes here. We do see Few. Carl's going to be able to secure this no problem. And it looks like JP... Wait, hold on. The penalty zone coming back against Few. Few wants to actually secure this kill, pulls JP back, and Carl tries to push it, but his Spear of Alpha catches 2. Can't Samford with the true damage. And Carl all by himself. There isn't enough sustain just yet in the early game for TLPA. Making sure that No Man's Land, this river, is fully under their control.
Team Liquid here struggling to find compensation. Even Karl'Tezi struggling to farm in his own jungles.
Spear of Alpha does connect onto Benny QT as they try to go for the dive. Astral Echo already committed, but the Vengeance is keeping Karl'Tezi alive, but he still gets melted down. Ogwin caught out of position, gets hit by the Star Shatter, and still makes it out with the help of the Circling Eagle. Penalty zone, flicker from Samford to make sure that nobody escapes. Yep, Samford, the Markman.
The Markman.
I think that Karl'Tezi has been like marking men consistently at this point of time, right? His Spear of Alpha's wait, hold on. Flap is in so much trouble. He has no escape mechanic. He has to pop even the Vengeance as well. And while this is happening, the turtle is currently being taken care of. Penalty zone right on top of Few. He quickly pops his ult to buy a little bit of extra time, and Samford gets yoinked backwards underneath the turret. Kyle could look for a trade here, as Samford is now in trouble, even committing the retribution. Once again, Jushin telling Terizla, nah, you never get to run away from me.
Oh, the Kite, man. And also, JP popped that boom as well. So even with JP supporting the heals, it seems like Samford will be taken down.
Oh, Karl'Tezi is in some trouble. He has to have... He gets bailed out by JP once again, forcing that ult so soon while the cross-map play coming in from Super Marco nets him a tier 1. Now keep in mind that TLPH, they're waiting to scale. Sanji needs to scale, Benny QT needs to scale, but especially JP. Once he gets that Evolved Bloom, it's going to give him so much value. Well, I'm talking about Benny QT because he auto-attacks so much. Rushin going to be pulling Karl'Tezi back, allowing Flapteezy to start cutting them in half. Samford is forced to engage with the penalty zone, but he's caught out of position and can't get back to regroup with his team. He ends up going down with the Lord Slain, allowing Kyle to get into the mix with the Spear of the Alpha. Flap still not down, and Carl is going to get yoinked backwards once again. Ogwin is able to flicker out just in time, and that's going to be Flap going down, but now Super Marco comes in the mix. He's already found 2. Can they get 1 more? No. They finally stop. This mid-tier 1 is going to fall under the pressure.
Man, another win for Falcons AP Bren. They get the Lord, and they get 2 members of Team Liquid. Falcons AP Bren very, very happy with the space that they're getting. And yeah, take a look at the Lord advantage, right? 6,000 gold lead and almost to a 10k gold lead, but they want to fight.
Yep, they want to take this mid-tier 2 as soon as possible. They do find Samford, and unfortunately he's going to get swept under the rug with the help of Spear of the Alpha. Ogwin ends up dying to the pierce damage coming in from Benny QT. A nice play. This was the on-hit damage we were talking about. Yeah, Samford at this point in time just needs to be a frontline tank. He needs to be able to absorb as much damage as possible, but his items aren't really helping him. He hasn't completed a full second item just yet. He does have a cloak and half a dominance ice. At this point in time, Flapteezy is the biggest problem. That front line cannot hold. Few making sure that he's drawing the line in the sand, doesn't get hit by the chain. Samford now in some trouble as the... Oh wait, Carl ends up getting pulled back. The hand sorts into the penalty zone, trying to create some space, and now the Spirit Alpha does connect. They're pushing through. Karl'Tezi is down. SOD connects, but they don't want to pull in as Few once again breaking apart TLPH.
TLPH got the Lord, but they lost the fight. Provide cover and as well as vision as well, right? Falcons AP Bren, they do not want to lose this lead. because of a solo kill onto a Super Marco.
Well, let's see how they're going to play this out. Astral Echo is going to spot. Oh no, the penalty zone does not connect. And now Few is going to disrespect the pulls Carl TZ back, forces him to use the enhanced sword.
Benny?
He's going to be out of commission as Benny QT is getting turned out, forcing out the ult, making sure that he's healed up. And now even Carl TZ going in the back, trying to steal this away. It resets at the wrong time. It's over. And Super Marco is able to steal it away. Lord is slain. SOD is out. And TLPH decide we're going to go all in. Find him. Don't stop. Benny QT online with the enhanced bloom. They managed to pull through 2 for 1 in favor of TLPH.
The Lord Tango again. Now, let's see here. Lord, another reset by Falcons AP Bren. They're taking their time, waiting for TLPH to pull the trigger. Sanford now, no flicker still. Perhaps Team Liquid, they want to claim more space here in the Lord's pit.
I'm not gonna lie, this sucks. This sucks for TLPH. They really have no means of forcing it unless Sanford hits a nasty penalty zone. And even so, he has this one problem, getting sucked on backwards. Carl TZ secures the Lord. Penalty zone finally connects onto 2. Flap drops down the vengeance, using the multi-sides to pull them backwards. He's a little bit low, but Carl TZ is out of cooldowns. They want to get this kill onto Kyle, and thankfully, Kyle still has enough money for immortality. They walk away with the only casualty being the spearhead of TLPH.
What an item switch by Kyle TZ as well, right? Just in time. And they need to be careful. Sure, they will defend this Lord with 5, but if they overextend, am I mistaken a bit? Oh, Kyle TZ overextends.
They found him. They found him. They laid out the trap, and Carl TZ got a little too comfortable once the Lord was secured, making sure that that guiding wind is always on cooldown.
And again, a very good response here by FCAP. They annoy this lineup formation by clearing the mid. They might want to fight right here, right now.
Oh, penalty zone doesn't go the way that he wanted to. Even the flicker was committed. It only captures Flap TZ, forcing him to use the ult. Displaced once again. Sanford is in a lot of trouble as he gets melted down by Super Marco. 2 gets the Lord, and the next system fall. And with Flap down, a 2 for 1 trade. They're on the run, but Benny QT has been untouched, unscathed. It's going to be, oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage from Kyle TZ, but he's eventually going to fall down here to the pure sheer might of Benny QT.
3 members of Falcons AP Bren will fall for a minute.
That means Super Marco might just have the opening.
Okay, it's Falcons AP Bren looking for that opening as well here against TLPH. Whereabouts Benny, they can't say. Benny QT playing it a far back.
Oh, penalty zone does land onto Ogun, forcing him to flicker away. You even having to use this ult to back up here. Sanford gonna get repositioned. The true damage is melting right through, but that's a one-shot off the Super Marco, and here we go! They need to let the SOD connect. Benny QT now in the mix. Few in trouble. The enhanced chains knocks him up. Immortality keeping him alive, but it doesn't matter because Benny QT is gonna be the difference maker here for TLPH. An opening finally given. Sanford has enough punishment.
The patience, the composure, will it pay off? Team Liquid, finally in this game, they are on the offense.
Now they want to crack over the base. Penalty zone doesn't connect onto anybody. That's going to be a 4-man knockup, and circling Eagle here as the Spear of Alpha. He doesn't want to go in, and that's Flap TZ. He ends up dying. A good shot coming in from Sanji, and now the rest of the team want to crack open the base into the opening. Finally, we see TLPH awaken. Let's find a little bit more, as the KDA is still going to be farming. Some minions have been cleared up to drag this game just a little bit longer than it should have, and it's still up to Open to make it happen. Despite having the Holy Crystal, despite having the Blood Wings, it is just not enough.
A wipeout, and Team Liquid in the 3rd game, they have redeemed themselves. Falcons AP Bren will have to be defeated.
Wow. TLPH outlast FCAP in Game 3 of this best-of-7 series.